Fellas, the good girls are out there. The problem is just that most guys suck. I don't know why people are so offended when I say this, but we can all agree that most men and women are like not worth being with. And yet I was talking with, this friend, old college friend, right, who's kind of down bad right now. He was, asking me for all these hacks. Like, he's noticed that in the last 2 years, I've been able to grow facial hair and started to struggle less with women. I know, for the first time in my life. And he's asking me about all these hacks. He's like, hey, I noticed, dude, like, you're going to yoga. I just can't find any good girls at the bars these days, like, which is its own thing. He's like, what have you been, you got to explain this to me. What have you been doing, man? And I'm like, first off, I don't go to yoga to get girls. I go to yoga because I like yoga. And second off, anyone who goes to, let's say, yoga, right, or goes to a place just for one reason, you can sense that neediness. Like, you can always sense it. And the reality is, to my friend who was asking, there is no hack. The only way to get that person to be in your life or to be with that person is to be at their same level. That's why it's called, like, being a partner, right? And yet, all these guys, and frankly, all these girls on the internet are complaining, like, it's so hard to find a good guy, it's so hard to find a good girl. Like, yeah, no shit. Like, we all know this. Most people are not worth being with. But the only way that you can get there is by consistently elevating your standards. And you have to live those standards. You have to be intentional even when nobody's watching. I had a situation where, an old college fling reached back out, I miss you, all this sorts of stuff. Like, we all know what that means. And in that moment, I had a decision to make, right? I could either be intentional or I could be kind of unintentional, right? I could go for short term, whatever. And I, didn't respond to that. I didn't play into that, not to get Instagram points and, kudos from the comment section or to make a fucking Instagram reel. But because if I would have said yes to that, or if you say yes to things, you lower your points. And the right people can tell when a guy or a girl is being unintentional. And it's a super big turnoff for anybody who's like serious, right? And equally, like, I know a ton of guys who, like, want to find a good girl, and yet when they're presented with an opportunity at the bar to get with a girl for free who's good looking, but, is obviously, like, not aligned with, what they want, they just take that, right? They just take that, they cash it in, and then they wonder why the right girls don't give them respect. It's like, dude, you don't give yourself respect. Why would any good girl want to be with you? You're a scumbag. Like, and regardless, to my friend who's kind of down bad, first off, I hope you're not down bad. Second off, stop going to the bars. Stop giving yourself away for free. Have some, self-respect, and also move like somebody who's high value, right? That's the only, hack. That's dating advice from a single man. Follow for more tips. I don't know how my channel's involved into dating content, but anyways.